Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we currently are waiting on the King of Al-Andalus to rebel against us. He's not actually at this strength of military power. That's not real. He's actually just over the threshold. So we'll see if that updates before he fires or not, and we'll see what he's actually at here. And okay, he fires here. So we will not be threatened. Wait, this is a liberty demand? I didn't realize this was a liberty demand, but it doesn't actually matter. We'll not be threatened here. We are going to fight this no matter what. We could theoretically just accept this with it being a liberty demand. For some reason, I was under the impression it was an independence faction, but it's not. So that's absolutely fine. We will not be threatened. So if we lose this war, this is actually not the worst thing in the world. But we're not going to lose the war. So that's fine. My question is, where is the King of Al-Andalus right now? He is here. Gotcha. We can't really get there without significant attrition, so we're going to need a new Chancellor, we're going to need a new Spy Master, and we'll finish up our siege of his capital. Fantastic. We don't have a leader here right now. We'll put this guy in charge. And upward we go. We're going to siege towards our own territory, because we know that the war goal is to control our capital, right? So that's fine. We're going to just siege up over this way. We can now just walk through if we wanted to. What is their total troop count? 71,000? Okay, we definitely don't want them to group up. So we're going to walk directly up here and look to fight them here before they move all of their forces in. We're at 34% right now. This is currently saying we're expected to lose this battle, which is remarkable, but we're going to be able to carve off a chunk of this here. Perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking to do. So a stack wipe here of about 7k. That's 10% of their army that just disappeared right there. So that's beautiful. We're going to hop over here. I'm going to drop off a small siege force here. Very small. And these guys are going to head in up over here. Note how they're splitting up right now. Now, this is the King of Al-Andalus here. So we're going to come back over this way, I guess. That's fine. We'll continue to siege here. Sure, show this guy in. He's going to increase his feudal taxes to us? Fantastic. Euros are all that matter to me. Okay. So we fight this force, and we win that one as well. Do we stack wipe that? No, we do not. Okay, that's fine. We're at 47% right now. So they're down to 62k. Noted. We should come up over this way and try to fight these guys. This is another solid over a third of their army. The danger here is this force coming in and attacking our siege force, right? But they're locked in the other direction right now. Do we have a siege commander here? Yes, we do. Okay. So we're going to come and fight. This is roughly almost half of their army up here. They're definitely very split up, and the more split up they are, the better off we are. So that's great. The question is, are we in too much danger here? No, they're heading northward. Okay. So we win this fight, and we win that siege as well. I'm going to let these guys lock in over here, and then we're going to come in there. We're also going to move into siege here. Perfect. So this is another 10% of their army that they lose here. That's going to get stack wiped for sure. Putting us at 83%. Now we can come back over here and look to fight these guys again. Now that these have been kicked out of here. They're down to fewer troops than we have now, all because they're not grouped together. If they were grouped together, we wouldn't be able to directly fight them. So that's great. We're going to continue to siege. This is a city. Okay, we're going to continue to siege over here in Cordoba. Some sleep will do us all some good. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to come fight them over here. They're running away, so that's indicating to me that even though this says the chances are even, the fact that they're running away means that the AI doesn't actually believe that they will win this fight, which the AI calculation appears to be more accurate than this calculation. For what it's worth, even if they weren't running away, I would still take this fight. Yeah, that looks good. So no problem there. Between these two, war's over. Wonderful. 100%, and let's enforce those demands. So we'll disband our troops now. That is absolutely great. That was not a particularly difficult rebellion. I like it. So no problem there. Now we can spend down some gold, although I want to go talk to the Pope here real quick. What do you got? Only 1,400 gold? Okay. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Can we attack Brittany? We can. We do have a bunch of de jure territories that we can take from Brittany, and we would love to do so. How close are we on rightful ownership? 9 years out. So I think we should take one of these right now. Possibly this one. And then we would have 4 years left on the timer at that point before we could take the rest. I don't know. What's the de jure drift looking like? There's no de jure drift here? Oh, okay. 34 years, 31 years, 11 years. Okay, so we should go for this. Get that out of there first, just to make sure it doesn't de jure drift away. So we would end up doing a de jure duchy, and this would end up being Bourbon up over here. So this is a small one, right? But the idea here is to just remove this from de jure drift. So we'll declare that war, and we shouldn't need much for this war, right? 9,000 in theory. Okay, let's raise up our men-at-arms here and a few levy forces. I didn't actually look at what this guy has. He might have France in there too, but I'm not scared of France. 50,000 is more than sufficient. So we're going to head right on in. We just gained 1,500 gold in additional taxes. That's wonderful. Now, I would love to catch this guy over here. 150 prestige, or do we go cynical or do we go zealous? I think we go zealous. Hang on. Do we still have access to struggle clashes? I forgot to check that. I think we did. We'll definitely have to check that. It might be something like a 50-year house buff. Those were in the list, so that's a possibility. We're at 25% war score right now. We're just going to continue to siege here since we're right there, and then probably go after the capital. Sounds good. So next up, we would go here. Beautiful. We'll have the translation quality improve slightly. We don't need to go to stress level 2. Now, out of curiosity, this guy's our player heir. He is an adequate bargainer. Okay, I probably should have paid attention to that. Yeah. And I didn't actually intend for him to marry her either. Interesting. I'm actually surprised that went through because he's unlanded at our court. I'm surprised it didn't ask us. Maybe it did and I just didn't pay attention. Regardless, one thing we certainly could do is we could deal with this right now. These are decent odds, but I think we'll wait. I'm not too concerned. It's going to be a while before this guy dies, right? So that should be okay. Let's see what happens with the siege here. 84%. Okay, you know what? Let's just head up over here. Let's grab this siege. I'm not too concerned about this. Hey, there we go, a learning lifestyle. I like it. So we could definitely grab something along the lines of know thyself. Get a warning of when we're going to die. I like it. That'll be fine. And we're going to head up over here. Are they going to finish this siege before we finish this one? I don't think so. Cool. So that'll be fine. The Queen of Maghreb is our vassal, huh? Well, yeah, of course she's our vassal, but she's also our rival. Okay, that's mildly awkward, but that's fine. We're going to enforce our demands here. The entire point behind this was to just do some de jure drift changes, right? We don't want that to de jure drift. And it wouldn't have in the amount of time there, but I wanted to make absolutely sure. So, out of curiosity, yeah, we can still struggle clash. I like it. So, of course, in that case, that means that we should go on a pilgrimage. And we'll plan that pilgrimage. It's going to be a pious pilgrimage. And we're going to go to Jerusalem. Now, this route, of course, is bad. And we knew that. We knew that this route would be bad. So that's pretty high chances of danger, mostly due to the holder's opinion. So we're going to have to change our route here. So we're going to add a detour down here. That's better. But what if instead we detoured... Well, I want to be specific about this. I want to detour here, then here, then down over this way. Okay. So obviously there's a lot of water there, right? And then we would do the same thing on the way back, where we would go here, and then finally we would go back to Malagon. What is this return route? Oh, I put this in the wrong place. Okay, that would make sense. So we would do something like that. Malagon, Cordoba. Yeah, this is actually incorrect here. So it would need to be Malaga. Then it would need to be Cordoba. And now we're good. Okay. So something like this. There's still a lot of danger. Most of it is sea danger. We would need a caravan master, and she would do. So that reduces the danger somewhat. Then we would add in experienced captains. That removes most of the danger. There's still some danger out over here. We could maybe redirect this to be coastal instead of going through the Ionian Sea over here and the Levantine Sea. That is a possibility, but I want to first address what we've got going on over here. So do we just hire mercenary guards? That alone deals with a significant amount of the danger. So 4 of the 6 danger points are here, right? So then we just have Moron, which is apparently the name of this location. And we also have Alarcos. So county control, popular opinion, hills, sure. We could definitely go up to... Oh, we can't actually be contemplative. We don't have the traits for it. But we can bump up our pomp. So that'll be absolutely fine. We would be looking for zealotry. There we go. Now, what else can we do for this danger? Well, we can customize this route. We can see here that we could actually go like this down to the sea, down over here. So we would end up ditching all of this, and we would end up going to Malagon. And then after Malagon, we would go down over... I don't like this path. Okay, so we would end up going like this. Which is, you know, mildly awkward. And then from there, we would embark. Like that. Then, we would go down here. And then we would go here. Like that. So that avoids basically... Actually, all of the danger. That avoids all of the danger. But we do have to do this on the way back. So we go via Nile Delta, then coast of Tripoli, which is out over here. No. Nile Delta, then coast of Tripoli. There we go. Then Gulf of Cadiz, which is here. And then all we need to do is avoid these areas, right? So after Gulf of Cadiz, we can go over here. And then after Pedroche, we would go here. And then we would go to Malagon. There we go. No danger. Beautiful. It's definitely going to be a little bit slower than the more direct route, but there's no danger on this route here. Okay, so we'll apply that, and off we go. We'll start this pilgrimage. I wish that we could increase our fidelity level, but we don't have the traits for it. So that's fine. We'll start our pilgrimage, and off we go. So that is, of course, fairly expensive, no doubt about that. This guy's our vassal, we decline. This guy's our vassal, we absolutely decline. What else do we have? Vassal? No, get out of here. Probably going to be a lot of vassals attempting to get out of prison here. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. We'll take gold for anyone who's not our vassal. We just want to keep our vassals in prison where they can't get into trouble. So these are declined. Yep, that all looks good. No problem whatsoever there. Let us pray for your recovery indeed. So we gain 50 piety, and our pilgrimage becomes more pious. Perfect. Speaking of which, how's our endorsement level? Maximized. Okay, wonderful. This is actually acceptable. And so is this. Our pilgrimage would become more pious. Yep, that's absolutely correct. We can try to convert the pilgrims, 50% chance. And we failed. So we lose that 50 piety we previously got, but that's okay. Our pilgrimage became more pious, and that's what's important for right now. Who is this guy? Our mayor vassal? Steal artifact against us. Throw him in jail. Okay, so let's get some upgrades going here. We know that we need to upgrade all of these holdings up to level 4, right? So any of these... Ah, our pilgrimage can become more pious. Perfect. And we get that 50 piety back. That's absolutely great. We'll take this gold. This is okay. This is not okay. And this is okay. Cool. So we do want to get all of our holdings upgraded to level 4, right? That is absolutely a top priority right now. We don't have the cash for it at this moment. That's okay. We'll save up some money here. We decline this. Cool. So we are currently sailing on over towards Jerusalem. All looks good. This is acceptable. And what is our goal from this pilgrimage? Well, our goal is obviously... We'll get a good meal here. Okay, superstitions. That's unfortunate. Our entourage was convinced the voyage was cursed. So we gain a stress level from that, but our goal here is to get enough piety to be able to do a struggle clash against France. It was an abuse of power. Right. Do we have any way... We're on full coffers right now. There's no way, unfortunately, for our regent to make us more piety, which is a little sad. We could certainly grab Faithful and head down over this direction. It's interesting. We already took Scientific, which is basically the only thing in the Scholar tree I feel like we need. Time between mental breaks, medium boost to health, and whole of body would all be pretty good, right? That would keep us alive for a while. So I guess we'll grab mental resilience. That'll be fine. And I just missed those ransoms, sadly. This one's acceptable. St. Elmo's Fire, huh? Our pilgrimage becoming more pious. I like it. How's our piety looking? 1.5 right now? Okay. It could definitely be a little higher. No doubt about that. Our prisoner escaped. What a jerk. I'm not shocked about that, though. This is acceptable. This is also acceptable. And we're going to want to continue to work on upgrades, right? So we're going to come on over here, upgrade this to a level 3 temple. Ah, we've visited Jerusalem. Fantastic. We've walked the Holy Path. So we're going to gain the trait Pilgrim, which will allow us to do higher piety in the future, in theory. Someone stole our stuff. Very rude. Okay. A local expert, huh? Or our pilgrimage would become more pious. God shall guide me. We're not going to spend money. This is fine. We achieved level 2 piousness, which is good enough. It's a decent boost, anyway. What else do we have? More pious, and we lose the trait flagellant. It's actually pretty good. Do it. It does boost our stress up, and we'll want to do something about that. Do we have anything that we can do about it? Not really right now. Maybe once we get back from our pilgrimage. So that's fine. There's also this ransom here, which is acceptable. We'll take 100 gold. Absolutely. Okay. So we're going to be done with our pilgrimage fairly soon. Excellent. We're up over 2,000 piety now. The feats spirituality can achieve indeed. Almost to level 3. Maybe if we get one more event? I don't think it's going to happen, though. No, it didn't happen. Sad. Jerusalem, it's been an honor. So we're going to head on back then. And we'll finish our pilgrimage. So back we head. We've got a lot of gold. And we'll work on upgrading our non-castle holdings. Because at this moment, I believe that all of the castle holdings within our personal domain are at level 4. We can double check that, of course. And actually, bumping up our tax offices here is a very good investment. We'll do that for right now. And of course, the city holding needs to be upgraded. Let's see what we get. We find nothing. Okay, that's fine. 50 gold? No thank you. 50 gold? No thank you. That's all fine for now. So we want to grant this back out. We currently have our armored footmen stationed here, right? But we're planning on having, I believe it was this, swap over to armored footmen. So that would be fine. What do we want to replace the hill forts with? Blacksmiths. Definitely. So that's going to require some work, right? These guys need to be restationed, and we'll put them here. They are not going to be maxed out anytime soon, that's for sure. We have hill forts here. Do we have anything else that we want to have here? Absolutely we do. We want to have blacksmiths here. Okay, we'll put that in. Phenomenal. What else do we have? 10 gold? Sure, we'll take that. And we wanted to then revoke back one of these titles. All three of these guys rebelled against us. We'll go with this one. But it doesn't matter which one we go with. Actually, we probably should have gone with this one. Well, it really doesn't matter. This guy's not in prison, so that would have been tyranny. And maybe a fight for it. So, yeah, that would not be necessarily ideal. Why do we have a disabled building in the county of Tagaza? Oh, right, because we have the county of Tagaza. I completely forgot about this. We have a county down here that we want to grant out. Okay, perfect. Completely forgot about that one. So next we want to revoke back probably this title. There we go, putting us back at 12 of 12. I love it. Now, we do have this guy as our regent, and apparently this swapped... No, wait. I'm dumb. This is our son. We're in a regent because we're traveling. I was like, I got confused. This is why I don't like having multiple Crusader Kings games at once. We have regency problems in the other game, not in this one. Okay, got there in the end. Phenomenal. So that is all fine. We are going to work on continuing to upgrade these holdings up to level 4. That is our current top priority right now. We're becoming friends with this mayor. Sounds good. I'd love to drop down our stress level here. We'll see how realistic that ends up being. Now, this guy's a vassal, but he's a mayor, so we're actually okay with him being released here. Mayors are not a big deal. That's fine. What else do we have? This is a prisoner and vassal. Nope, he's a count. Get out of here. Cool. So Complex Earthworks just finished in Madrid. There is currently a crusade in Ob. Isn't that up in Mongolia? We have physically no way to get there. Perhaps we should consider joining. We have physically no way to get here. So that is so far out of our sphere of influence right now that it really doesn't matter. We just inherited the county of Berry, and this should definitely be granted out. We don't want to hold this ourselves. So that's fine. This is acceptable. And we are going to look to upgrade this city holding. Phenomenal. This temple holding eventually as well. We'll need an additional payment here, but there we go. Fantastic. And we'll just continue looking through these in our personal realm and getting them all upgraded. That'll be absolutely fine. Alas, I cannot justify such reckless spending. So we're going to be arriving home from our pilgrimage very soon here. That's all fine. This guy's our prisoner and vassal. No, get out of here. So we could definitely pledge to join this. But it's so far away. That's the thing. We became a traveler. That's fine. We apparently like traveling. Cool. And a notable guest has arrived, but we don't really care about a claim on Nottingham. So for now, that's fine. We're going to continue to upgrade these for the time being. What else do we have here? We'll spend some prestige. That'll be fine. We don't need a lot of prestige right now. We visited the capital of the Empire of Hispania. Yeah, that's where we live. I'm not sure that's really a visit, but okay. It's good to be home. So we're back from our our regency is over. We're back from our trip. We're now going to meditate in seclusion, and we'll do it in the comfort of our own castle more... Well, actually, the secluded forests of Talavera is more likely to lose stress in that location. Yeah, that's right over here. This is absolutely fine. So we'll start traveling here. I don't think we need either of these. Well, maybe the mercenary guards would be okay. Cool. So off we go to that. It's not like we're going very far. Our journey to Toledo was delayed by 6 months because we are now meditating. Yes, that is accurate. We need a new caravan master, and you'll do. Cool. So, I want to make sure that all of these are upgrading to level 4, right? So this temple upgrade would be absolutely great. We need a temple upgrade and a city upgrade out over here. Cool. We'll get that going, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are definitely going to be maxing out all of our holdings here. We'll return back from our meditation, and we're a ways away from having enough piety to attack France, so we'll see when we want to do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time. Why Ob, though? Of all the places to crusade against, why Ob?